Welcome back, Filmholics. My name is Kyle Kenrick, but in this channel you'll find anything and everything filmmaking. So, I've been using these lights for quite a bit now. It's kind of been the new look of the channel. The whole blue and, well, I guess, teal and purple. It's kind of this like Gwen Stacy kind of vibe or John Wick kind of vibe that I want to give off. But I haven't reviewed them yet. But I think I've used them enough, so let's review them. So these lights are called the GMV 800D RGB LED Panel lights. And there's a 1-pack, 2-pack, and a 3-pack on B&H. There's a 2-pack on Amazon that goes around for $239, and yes, that costs more than buying one panel, but you get a pretty cool hard case. So to get started, let's just talk about the specs. So for color temperature, it can go from 3200 to 5600, which is basic for like bicolor, where you can have it either cold or warm. So now for CRI. CRI is the accuracy of the color, and anything above 95 is good, and these ones go for 97. They might dip down to the 95 personally, but in the same time, they are still pretty accurate. Anything above 95, like I mentioned, is good. So now for dimmability. That's not a word, but we're gonna be using that right now. It says it goes from 0 to 100, but it doesn't actually mean that. It goes by 5s. It doesn't go by like 1s at a time. Instead, it does like 5, 10, 15. So it's a little bit there for the accuracy of how much dimmability you want it, but at the same time, it's what it is. Now on the back of these panels, there's an LCD panel that has all the information you need. To change the modes or anything that you are going to be changing, you just click on one of the buttons, and then you spin that same dial button, and it will change that mode. Now with this being involved, there's also a Wi-Fi mode where you're able to use your app to connect to it. I haven't used it personally because I've heard bad reviews on it, but if you do need that, it's capable of doing that. Personally, I prefer manually doing it just because you know for sure. Now we can go back to the front of the panel where we can count how many LEDs are in each one. There are 252 LEDs on each panel. Now for how many colors can you get out of these, there are 360 colors that you can go in between all of the color spectrums that we have. That is very limited, and yes, it's not going to be as good as other RGBs that are like $700, $500 at the lowest that you can go for those really accurate ones, but these are really cheap, and you get 2 lights for $239. So that means you can have 2 panels that can do something similar to what I do in my channel. Now, if you don't want to do this, you could use it as practicals, where it looks like it's part of a lamp because you could detach them from the stands that they're on, and it's kind of cool to kind of give this John Wick vibe that if you're going for it, go for it. Now, another cool thing about these panels is that they have 3 different power inputs. The first one's going to be the wall adapter that comes with, which is just so convenient, just because if you're going to be doing some long shoots, it can last until, well, you don't pay the bills. And then the second one's going to be the MPF batteries. Those things are the basic light panel batteries that you'd get for most basic light panels. They last you a while, but the thing is, you need a lot of them if you're doing a long shoot. Now what does a 2-pack come with? Like I mentioned in the beginning, it comes with a carry case, so you can carry everything that this whole package comes with. Now of course it also comes with the 2 light panels, and also comes with the AC adapter and the wall power cable, and it also comes with 2 diffusions that I'm using currently right now. So they do pretty well. The thing is, you can't have them straight in your face, and also it comes with the 2 light stands, so you don't need to buy stands for these. It will all be carried in a carry case. That is why I got the package. It usually would cost like only $200 if you just buy 2 light panels, but if you get the package, you get the carry case, and that makes things so much more convenient if you have to bring these to a shoot. And now I've told you all the limitations I felt about these panels, where they don't have as much color or the brightness is not as accurate, but during that whole time I've mentioned the price. And the price is so good for 2 RGB panels that you could use on set for such a long time because of their power situation, that I honestly think they're a great value, because you can use them for studios like this, or in your YouTube videos you can have a lot more, well, production value. And it sucks that, you know, you kind of have to make things look a lot better to compete, but in the same time, for the price, it kind of pays for itself. So in somewhat basic broad terms, these are good for long shoots or short shoots, honestly. and they are also great for B-roll. So if you need to use something with like severe amounts of lights, like the way that, for example, Philip Bloom or say Caleb, they shoot with a lot of like colorful lights sometimes, or just some basic lights, and they make their products look amazing. But that's all I've got to say about these two panels. If you guys want to check them out, they're on the affiliate links down below. No extra cost to you guys. I tried to find the best package every time for, well, price. But other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe and dream on.